Okay, in this bowl, I have added 3 cracked eggs, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of black pepper, depending on how spicy you like it. I've added 1 teaspoon here actually in this because I do like my chicken strips a little on the spicier side. Okay, so what I've done here is I am heating up some oil in a pan. When the oil starts showing some movement, you know that it's ready to fry the strips in. I have about 1/4 of this pan covered in, again, I'm using Wesson canola oil today, but you can use any kind of avocado oil or any oil that allows you to fry in high heat. Avocado oil is a really good one. So is vegetable oil. Today I just happen to have canola oil, so I'm using canola oil. I've gone ahead and I have lined a plate with covered a plate with paper towels, a stack of paper towels, so that the oil can absorb into the paper towels, as well as brought my egg mixture over here, as well as my corn flakes, and my chicken strips. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just kind of have an assembly line going where I'm gonna take my strips, dip them in the batter, dip them in the flakes, fry them, and then lay them on the plate. See here, you know the oil's ready when the strips start sizzling as soon as you put them in there. And you want to be very careful with this process. Use tongs if you have to. I'm a little bit more of an experienced cook, so I'm just using my hands here, but do not use your hands like this when making this at home by yourself. Always use a pair of tongs to move the chicken strip around from bowl to bowl as you coat them and you place them in the oil especially. So here they're gonna fry. We're gonna let them fry for a little bit and then just kind of, you know, test them out with some tongs. Just get some tongs and then just see. You can kind of just flip them to see when they're ready on one side. See, this one's kind of turning a golden brown. Still has some ways to go. So we're gonna just let them fry for a little bit. And then when they're to your liking, some people like their strips a little crunchier. Some people don't like them that crunchy. So then this one's kind of ready to go. You just want to flip them. And you want to make sure at this point the heat is a medium heat because you want the chicken to cook all the way through. So if you have the heat too high at this point, what's going to happen is that it's going to burn these flakes on the outside of the chicken, and the inside of the chicken is not going to be cooked. It's going to be raw and you're going to get sick. So you want to make sure that the oil is a medium heat now at this point after it's already been heated up. Turn it down to medium when you put the chicken in there and just let the chicken strips, you know, fry in here. You want to cook the chicken completely on the inside. So it's very important that you have the heat lowered a little bit. So see, as we lowered the heat, now this side is not browning as fast, but it's okay. We want to just let it sit in here and let the chicken cook in the oil, okay? And then we can pull one out and cut it in half and test it and make sure that it's cooked all the way inside. Now, one thing to be very careful with when using oil and frying anything is to make sure that you don't even get a drop of water into the oil. As soon as water hits oil, you're gonna have splatter and you will burn yourself. So make sure that there's no water around and that any of this batter although this batter doesn't have any water, so it should be fine, but don't get any types of batter in oil ever when you're frying, or any, you know, if you have washed your hands, any splashes of water, it's gonna totally make the oil splatter on you and it'll go right on your face and you're gonna have a permanent burn. So that is very you know, it's very important to be aware of that. As you can see, I lowered the heat, so the flakes are not burning, which is nice. This is exactly how we want them. And the inside of the chicken is starting to probably really cook in the oil, so that we can be sure that the chicken's gonna be cooked all the way through. So another way you can fry these strips is after you batter them and put the flakes on them, just stick the strips, instead of putting them in this oil here, you can stick them directly into an air fryer and fry them at about 350, 375. And then just set the timer for about like 5 to 10 minutes, and then you can, you know, just flip them after 10 minutes onto another side and crisp them that way in an air fryer. And that works just as good, and it's probably even faster and a lot safer for sure. Okay, all of us know what makes Raising Cane's so special is their secret sauce. So today what I have attempted to do is try to recreate the sauce here at home. What I've used is about 1 cup of mayo, half a cup of ketchup, 1 spoon of the Worcestershire sauce, 1 spoon of garlic salt, and 1 spoon of black pepper. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of whisk this up and taste it. So you wanna go ahead and just dip your finger, clean finger in there and just try it out for yourself. Some people like it a little bit more peppery. You can add black pepper if you like. If there's not enough salt, you can add more salt. But this sauce is looking like, to me, it looks like, you know, a close cane sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it a little bit and see what the taste is like. I do taste a lot of the sweet ketchup. So what I'm gonna do to break up that taste a little bit is add just a splash of Worcestershire sauce. And then just whisk it up. You don't want to use too much of this Worcestershire sauce because you don't want it too strong. So just add a little at a time. We already added 1 spoon in here. I'm just adding a few drops of it. And there you have it, folks. It's not quite cane sauce, but for those days that you quite can't make it.